Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday, February 22nd, and I thought I would do a quick live stream news update for the day's tax news. First, some things I want to cover today would be the fact that some direct deposits have been hitting the accounts today. This is the biggest batch update we have seen since deposits started dropping, and some complaints have been going through for those people that used their fees being taken out of their refunds to pay the Turbo Tax fees or the H&R Block fees. A lot of people seeing some delayed deposits and some complaints from the Credit Karma cards and some of the transaction limits, which I have some personal experience from, which I'll also be covering today as well. But first, the day's news would be, first thing I want to cover, honestly, for the day's news is just the fact that the weekly deposits that we're going to be seeing going forward after this week. So the transcript updates will be occurring on the Fridays. That will be the biggest batch of transcript updates we're going to see. So if you've been out in the cold, waiting, seeing all these people get their deposits, seeing people's "where's my refund" update, and you've been wondering, why am I not updating yet? It's going to be happening. You know, you're going to see more and more of this transcripts update, more and more of these where's my refund status updates. And so tomorrow we're going to see another big transcript update, as it is Friday, so that's always the biggest transcript update batch. And Saturday, if you do not have access to your transcripts on Saturday, hopefully you'll be able to see a "where's my refund" update. So everyone whose transcript updates on Friday with an 846 refund issued code is going to update Saturday on "where's my refund." Hopefully, if it's functioning properly, they will update Saturday morning with the 2 bars and the refund date. And the projected date is going to be Wednesday, March 2nd. So hopefully you'll be in that update. Quick shout out to the chats. Juggernaut, thanks for tuning in. Game Snacks, welcome back. Game Snacks got his refund at 7:41 a.m. Congratulations. Good to see those starting to flow in. Herminia is back. Hey, I only got my state today, but the transcript says NA, and "where's my refund" has a delayed message. So hopefully you will be in the next batch of updates. So tomorrow, hopefully your transcript will be available to you, and then your "where's my refund" delay message will go away. Hopefully when that transcript is available, you won't see that 570 freeze code. That's always what we want to avoid. Obviously, there's nothing much you can do about it. It's always on their end. But if you don't see the 570 code, you're usually pretty much in the clear. A lot of the people that had the 570 codes last week, as long as their issues have been resolved this week, they should get the 846 refund issued code. Me personally, I also got my tax refund this morning, and it was quite a frustrating experience, which I wanted to talk about today. Listen, I feel bad. I did my video a couple weeks ago on the refund advance, and first off, I've said all along I didn't really need my refund this year. Doing okay, not really relying on my refund for anything this year other than like a summer family vacation, so it's just getting saved anyway. But that said, I did make a video on the refund advance. I took the refund advance so I could do a little review on it and my experience with it. I made a video on it about 2 weeks ago now. You can log on to the DS Entertainment Network page, which I'm going to do right now, so you can see the video I'm talking about. And it is in the video section. You can also go to the tax resource section, but you'll notice it says refund advance here.
If you received,
and we're going to edit out the thing, but it's this video here, Tax Talk 2022 Turbo Tax Refund Advance. I made that video. I was making recommendations on my experience with it because it was fairly quick. I will say that I applied for the loan through TurboTax. They have you log into your Credit Karma account, and then fairly quickly, once you do the application process, they let you know how much you're going to get, and you accept the terms, and then you get approved or you don't get approved. If you get approved, as soon as your federal tax refund is approved, they start initiating that deposit for the refund advance. Now, in my case, I filed earlier in the day. It was like 11 o'clock in the morning or so. So when I got accepted, it was like within an hour. Seconds after that, I got a deposit from Credit Karma into that Credit Karma spend account, which was available to me. I obviously didn't have the debit card yet because I had just opened that spend account. So I transferred it to my regular bank account, which I had available to me the next day. But as far as like from the time I applied until the time Credit Karma put money into that Credit Karma spend account, it was less than an hour. Some people had a little bit of a delay if they filed too late in the day, or if their return was accepted too late in the day, then they missed the cutoff, the time cutoff. I believe it was probably around 4 p.m. Eastern time. If it was accepted after that time, then they still did the deposit, but it would go through the next business day. So a lot of people were wondering, like, oh, I didn't get my refund advance right away. And then I went through the next morning. So the refund advance itself was a fairly quick and smooth process for me personally. Fast forward to this week when we're dealing with the refunds going on. My refund was scheduled for today. Yesterday, SBTPG Bank, the Santa Barbara Bank and Trust Bank that processes the fees from Turbo Tax and then deposits the money to I can't even speak correctly today. I'm tired. I was up early this morning. They deposit money to whatever bank you chose. In this case, for me, it was the Credit Karma debit card because I got the refund advance. So they actually had that money. The IRS started sending out the money last Friday. So the TPG Bank acknowledged that they had the money yesterday to me on my account when I logged in. And then they transferred it to Credit Karma yesterday. Credit Karma did not make those refunds available to people until this morning, starting around 6 a.m. People were up like all night wondering at like 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Where is Credit Karma? Meanwhile, all the other banks are dropping their deposits and Credit Karma was taking forever. Well, finally for me, Credit Karma dropped around 8:30 in the morning. So I woke up at, I was literally up every hour checking some of the refund forms, seeing if people were getting them, and everyone was complaining about Credit Karma and the delays they were having. So I got it around 8:30. I made one purchase on the card. I paid my cable and internet bill. And then all of a sudden, I couldn't use my card anymore. Anything I tried to do with my card, I was locked out. So then I tried to go to the ATM, tried to take money out because I was going to put it in my other account. Couldn't take any money out. I tried calling the phone number on the Credit Karma card. It would ring once and then it would disconnect. I should grab my phone and prove to show that it's probably still doing it right now. So I had this refund. Literally, I had this refund that was deposited in the morning, and I couldn't do anything with it. It did me absolutely no good to have this Credit Karma debit card. So I had to transfer the remainder of my refund to my regular bank account, which now I have to wait another day for that money to go in my account. As I said, I'm not really relying on the money this year, so thankfully, I'm not like behind on any bills or anything, and I don't need to use that money for a bill. But there's a lot of people out there that if this is happening to you, and you're behind on your rent and you're telling like your landlord you're going to have your money by the 24th, and all of a sudden you can't touch any of that money because Credit Karma is locking you out, or you've reached that ridiculously low $500 transaction limit and now you can't take any more money, that's not right. So as far as the actual usage of their debit card goes, for me, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone else again. I'm going to go forward next year and just pay my fees up front. And, I did my little experiment. I did it for the viewers and to give people an idea of how it was going to work. Didn't work out well for me in the end. The refund advance, good experience. The actual receiving of the remainder of my refund, pretty terrible experience. So I wouldn't recommend using that feature again with Credit Karma. So if you were one of those people that was considering it, or maybe you haven't filed yet and you're seeing the advertisement for it, don't be using those advances again. So that said, there is still a significant amount of people waiting to see updates, and I've seen it in the comments a lot lately. And all I can say is you got to be patient. Unfortunately, there's like I said, 160 million tax returns every year that get filed, and a lot of those people file early, so the IRS tends to get backlogged. They're working through the backlog, and then so many of those returns get pushed into those weekly batches because, you know, it gives them more time. When they push people into the weekly batch updates, it gives them more time to focus on those returns. So often you'll get something like Rachel Walters here that says, I filed, it was accepted on February 2nd and still nothing. Where's my refund? Still says processing. So Rachel, in like your case, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw an update this weekend. You're getting on 3 weeks now, so you might start seeing an update this week. If you had access to your transcripts, you would have a better idea tomorrow, because then I bet you your transcript would be definitely available by tomorrow, and you'd be able to see any codes or anything that pop up on it. And if you see that 846 code, you know you're good to go. The next major Where's My Refund update is going to be Saturday. So I see a lot of the same people, even on my page, just like when I go into the forums, a lot of times I see a lot of the same people over and over again every day saying, oh, no update again, I can't believe it. Oh, no update again, can't believe it. Monday, no update again, I can't believe it. Tuesday, no update again. So they're just driving themselves mad because they're just checking every day thinking there's going to be an update. And the fact of the matter is, there are little small updates throughout the week on Where's My Refund. But the biggest bulk of updates is always going to be on Saturday. So your best chance of updates will always be on a Saturday morning. That's because so many filers are in weekly batch processing. I am not by any means telling you that you're only ever going to update on a Saturday. What I'm telling you is that most people do update on Saturdays. So your best percentage chance of having an update is always going to be on a Saturday, because just the bulk of tax filers are in that weekly batch processing, especially as we get further into the tax year when those returns start backing up. As I said, pushing all those returns into the batch processing gives them a chance. To get through and process. Game Snacks asking how I'm doing. Hey, Game Snacks, I'm doing great. Hope you're having a great day as well. Hope you're enjoying that tax refund. Yasmin had a direct deposit drop at 7 a.m. That is awesome news, and I am so happy that you still came back and tuned in for the live stream. Thank you very much. And Mrs. Laura Mason filed on the February 2nd, still processing. Filed through Turbo Tax and still can't see transcripts. Laura, look for that transcript update tomorrow. Hopefully you'll be in that big update. Good morning. What is processing date of 3/7/22 and a 971570 code? Okay, so that March 7th date is a deadline that the system has set to complete the next action. So if that, whatever reason that your 570 code is popping on your return for, if it's not resolved by that March 7th date, then they're going to have to, the system will automatically retrigger a new date, and you'll see that date change. But if it's resolved before that 3/7 date, whatever the freeze is for, then you'll see a 571 code pop before then, and then you'll get an 846 refund issued code. Monica Jones, it's been 19 days since you filed, your bar went away, and you're receiving the message your return is still being processed. A refund date will be provided when available in tax topic 152. All right, it's been 19 days. So when the system knows that you're not going to get your refund within that 21-day period, they always say, it's going to change to that message. Then if your return still hasn't been pushed into any further processing, probably around, I'm not sure when this message popped for you, but probably around tomorrow, you're going to see another change in that it's going to say, like if there's a delay, maybe it's tomorrow or this weekend if there's no update. If you get an update, that message will go away and you'll get the 2 bars. But if you're not part of this week's batch update, your message is going to change again to say there's a delay in your processing, because after so long, that message changed. It's an automatic update that occurs in the system anytime that anytime your return has been in the system for so long. Sorry guys, I'm going through YouTube too, because I'm looking through some videos. I might play some videos for you guys in case you missed some of the ones I've posted. So I might play a few seconds of some videos just to I'm messing around with this new stream software, so I'm getting to know it a little better. I want to upgrade these live streams for you guys, make it a little more entertaining for everybody, make it a little bit easier to watch. I like hanging out with you guys. I want everyone to come back. So, yeah, I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna share this video with you guys. As far as tax topic 152, I do put out a little video. I put out a little video last year. That's kind of a joke. If you haven't seen this one, it's kind of a joke, but it also is true. Let's just watch a few seconds of this. Quick video today to answer a question that I've seen asked so many times between my videos and the tax forums, and I thought it was time to put this issue to bed once and for all, and to give the people that have been wondering the answer they've been searching for, but also to give people that already knew this answer just another reference to send people to and refer to. And what we're going to be talking about is when you log into your Where's My Refund and suddenly see this message. So before we go any further, here's what I would like you to do. Take a deep breath through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Now do this as many times as necessary to calm yourself down so that you'll be calm enough to fully understand what we're about to talk about. Tax topic 152 is simply just a generic message about refunds. Everybody that has access to Where's My Refund that also has requested a refund on their tax return will get the tax topic 152 message. The topic simply just covers generic information about how long it may take returns to process, refund options, and different situations that could happen that could possibly delay a refund. It contains no specific information about your return. In other words, just because it's on your Where's My Refund screen doesn't mean it's telling you anything, good or bad, about current state of your return. It is a generic system message that every filer that would be receiving a refund will see on their Where's My Refund screen at some point. Just as having... All right, yeah, that's the most common thing I say to people when they see the 152, because so many people ask about tax topic 152. It's literally just a generic message. Doesn't tell you anything specifically. Like I said, the difference between those messages on Where's My Refund when they change, other than the bars, which is actually directly linked to when you're getting your refund, if the message changes, the big difference is time. The amount of time since your return was accepted into the system until that first message popped, and then more time goes by and the next message will pop. Travis Eastwood says, do not rely on Where's My Refund. They got their refund this morning and it says it's still being processed. Yes, that is because the Where's My Refund system is completely unreliable. I mean, I tell people this over and over again. The only way you ever know for sure is by checking your transcripts, because if you have access to your tax account, your account transcript, that is the most up-to-date, real-time information on what's been done on your account. You would never get a refund on any date without an 846 code with that refund date on your transcript. It just doesn't happen. So just going through the comments here, everybody. I'm sorry. Hope the sound's okay for everyone. Oh, look at this. My beautiful wife loves the new string design. Thank you so much. Evan Stalker, still processing, filed 114, accepted 124. No code showing on the Where's My Refund screen, I'm assuming. And you are a part of the early filers. So your chances are you're stuck in that backlog of filers. I'm not sure exactly what credits or anything you claimed. If you claimed the recovery rebate, or maybe did the look back credit. Sometimes they hold those returns a little bit longer just to take a little extra look. I don't know if you did or not, but there could be something on your return that they're taking an extra look at before they update it in the system. I would be curious. You might not have access to your transcripts, but I would be curious if you had access to your transcripts, if there was any hold codes on your return. That would give you a little more information at least. Jasmine Williams says her refund date was 2/24. Where's my refund? Does not say it was sent, but they got the deposit today. Yeah, sometimes that will happen. Sometimes the refund sent will go the day after that it was actually sent. Sometimes it fills up the same day. Donald Warren, direct deposit date of the 24th, and nothing yet. That is infuriating. Donald, which bank do you have? I'd be curious. If you had a prepaid card, or if you dealt with Credit Karma and had this miserable experience that I had. All right, here's a little piece of advice for those who ask to ID verify. Make sure you have every page of your tax return on hand, because they will ask you questions from certain pages. So if you filed your return through a tax filer, maybe pull it up and print it up so you have those pages when you call in, so you can answer those questions. I did my taxes in Turbo Tax. I got accepted the 24th, and on the 14th, the bar went away and said your refund will have a delay with tax topic 152. Still the same. Hope it will change. It's been way too long. I inserted the way too long because that is way too long. Celeste, let's hope you see an update this weekend. Here's Josh Campbell saying, if you call and actually get through and talk to someone, which is extremely rare at this time of year, they are now telling people to allow 10 weeks before you call again if it hasn't been processed. This is probably because there's a high amount of reviews, if I had to guess. But from what I've seen, tomorrow is going to be a confirmation of this. If this trend that I was noticing last week, a lot of the reviews and stuff that are occurring that are delaying some people's refunds, they're not delaying them as badly as they did last year. They're moving pretty quickly. Tomorrow, if we see a lot more 571 release codes and 846 refund issue codes from people that were being held, that will be the confirmation that they're really getting through these a lot quicker than they had last year. And when I say they had a lot, they still had, in December, they still had 2 million tax returns they hadn't completed processing yet. That was still in either the review status or the amended return status. So they were already starting this year behind 2 million returns. Jamar Harden has no update on where's my refund. They are an 05 cycle code and they filed on the 27th. So hopefully you see that update this week. The Ghetto Angel says, thank you so much for all the help. You just got your direct deposit this morning, and where's my refund is completely unreliable. So true. And I'm very happy for you that you got your direct deposit. Congratulations, everyone that got your direct deposits this morning. Hopefully you don't have a Credit Karma card and go to use it and have it lock you out and then have no way to get access to the money like I did this morning. Thank you very much for the congratulations on the 6,000 subs. I'm going to go back through some of these older comments, see if I missed any of these guys. This is a good one, too. You also said that I'm very good at this and the IRS should hire me. I don't know if I'd want to work at the IRS, honestly. From the employees that I've talked to, it's not the greatest job. A lot of stress, a lot of answer. Well, I mean, I suppose I answer a lot of the same questions when I do this too, but I feel like I'm actually helping people when I do this. I think the IRS agents tend to get berated a lot and probably go home feeling pretty down on themselves. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to put a quick video on while I am going through some of these comments to see if there's anything I can pick through here to answer and talk about. So this video would be on the shorter end. This was also one of my favorite videos I made last year. Pretty funny. I know some people found it funny. Maybe some people took offense.
Hello. Today, as I was scrolling through my comment section,
and I'm just going to go through these comments,
it dawned on me that many of you just want some reassurance. See, I believe that the viewers of my videos fall into one of three categories. The first type of viewer we'll just refer to as the incredulous. These viewers just want to hear good news, regardless of whether it's true or not. If you fall into this category, you honestly just can't believe that there would ever be anything wrong with your tax return and therefore no possible reason for the IRS to hold it for review. The second category of viewer are the overly negative. This viewer believes the worst case scenario around every corner. If you fall into the negative viewer category, you are just convinced that you're just never getting this refund. And finally, the last category of viewer, which I honestly believe most of my viewers fall into, are the seekers. The seekers just want the truth. Regardless of how hard it might be to hear, they need factual information that will let them know where they stand. I appreciate every single one of these types of viewers, which is why I've chosen to make this video with special messages specifically made for each one of you. To my incredulous viewers, hey, since it doesn't matter what I say, you're not going to believe it anyway. I just want you to know that everything's going to be fine. Your return is going to be processed tonight. Tomorrow when you wake up, that refund's going to be in your bank account and you'll be spending your way to eternal happiness. You can have a great night's sleep. Don't worry about that 570 code on your transcript. That doesn't mean anything. The IRS doesn't care. They've already deposited that money for you. You're in great shape. To my overly negative viewers, I just want you to know nothing is going to be okay. Your return is going to be stuck in review for a year and a half. And even when they're done with that review, they're going to decide that you owe them $2.3 billion. Hey, they got to recover some of that stimulus money somehow. You're going to be paying back the IRS money that you don't really owe for a lifetime. And then your kids will have to pay your debts as well. It's just going to be a never-ending cycle of debt to the IRS. I'm truly sorry. Finally, the seekers. You all have a very special place in my heart because you, like me, just want the truth. To you, I would just like to say it really is going to be okay. No, you might not get your refund for a few weeks, or in some cases, even a few months. But you're a strong-willed individual. You're bright, you're determined, and you will do everything that it takes to get by. So even if you don't get that money right away, even if you're behind on every bill you have, I believe in you. I believe in your ability to make things work and get by and hold off as long as you need to. I believe this because I've been in your shoes so many times. You've been in your shoes so many times. This isn't the first time you've had to rely on that refund, and you've always found a way to get by every year. You can do it. I know you can, and you know you can. And when the days seem dark and you just feel like there's no hope, just remember the strength that's inside of you and know that when you have questions, you can always turn to this channel, and if I can answer them for you, I will. Truthfully, honestly, and directly. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you all. Please stay tuned. I do plan on creating a video.
All right. Andre says they have a 570 code without the 971 code. Does that mean something different than having both the 570 and the 971? If it does not have the 971 code, that means no notice was issued related to that freeze, meaning there's probably something that they can do on their end to fix that 570 code fairly quickly without having to notify you about anything. So hopefully that will resolve itself. Hopefully when there's an update this week, maybe you'll see that 571 release code. But they issue the 971 code with the 570 code when they're mailing you a letter to let you know about the freeze. So when it's missing that 971 code, they haven't sent anything. So usually they can work through that fairly quickly. But just because people, if you get the 971 code, doesn't mean it's going to take forever either. Sometimes those resolve pretty quick too. All right, Josh's Adventures says they have the Credit Karma. Can I give a brief description of what happened and how to fix it in case it happens to you? My big thing is, like, there's I don't know why I got locked out. I did one transaction. It was a fairly small internet payment, cable and internet payment. So I honestly have no idea why they locked my card. But I went to the app. I tried to unlock it. It wouldn't let me lock it. I tried to call. I couldn't call. The only thing I can determine is that they think it was unauthorized use or something, because I immediately started using the card when the deposit went through. So I did something right away. But I mean, what kind of fraud user would use it to pay my cable bill? So be aware of the Credit Karma's transaction limits. Anything you do that involves cash, whether it's ATM, using Venmo or PayPal or Cash App, anything that is can be transferred as cash, whether it's ATM withdrawals or going to the store and getting cash back. Quasi-cash transactions, they call them. You have like a $1,000 limit on those. You have a $500 limit on direct cash and a $1,000 limit on quasi-cash transactions. And then they'll just lock your card out after that as well until the next day. So you might want to just transfer it to your bank account immediately so that tomorrow you can use the full amount of your refund. And if you don't have a bank account to transfer it to, then you're stuck using their card, and you're going to be doing $500 at a time every day. And then hopefully at some point it doesn't flag your card to be locked, and then you can't get through to them. I just don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. That's why I'm not going to recommend Credit Karma to anyone going forward. Larry Sanchez still stuck in processing. Hopefully you see that update this weekend. Is tonight the transcript update or tomorrow? So the transcript updates will begin tonight. Well, overnight tonight, around midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and there'll be a slow trickle, and then more and more as the morning goes on, 3, 4, 5 a.m. You're going to see a lot more transcripts update. So Friday mornings is when the transcripts will update. And then the Where's My Refund update will be on Saturday morning for all those people whose transcripts had updated with the 846 code on Friday. The Where's My Refund is going to update on Saturday. Brian, go to a brick and mortar bank, get your money off your card. It will cost you a few bucks. Okay, so here, let me tell you what happened. I went to a brick and mortar bank after I tried to go to the ATM. And it got declined at the brick and mortar bank. Actually, I don't want to say it got declined. They said I could take $5 off. We tried like 3 different times, and every time it said $5 is what I could take off. I literally logged into my account, and I showed him what I had available to me, and it was not working. So I tried contacting Credit Karma. The phone number is, I would call, it would ring once, and it would go down. And then I emailed them. I still have not heard anything back. So I just instantly, after like an hour and a half of messing with it, I just transferred it to my regular bank account. As I said, I'm not really desperate for the money, so I was mad at the inconvenience of it. But I'm more mad if people get into that position and they actually need that money. That's what I'm mad at. I feel bad for the people, because so many people rely on these refunds to get, to get by. I mean, people wait all year for this big bulk of money they get in their refunds to be able to catch up on stuff they've gotten behind. And before anyone starts saying that, people are working the system or getting handouts from the government, just understand that the wages in this country are so freaking low and the cost of living is so freaking high that the jobs pay so little. That's why they get behind. It's not because they're being irresponsible. It's not because they're working the system. Jobs don't pay enough. Cost of living is high. People rely on that money. I don't care what anyone says. That money comes in. They need it. Ms. Laura Mason can see the 2021 transcripts, but it only shows the stimulus payments, and the as of date is 2/28. Okay, so if the stimulus payment is showing, that's not necessarily a bad thing to this point, because that means that they haven't posted your return for the final stage of processing yet, which means You're not necessarily being reviewed or anything. You're probably just stuck in the backlog. So hopefully, Mrs. Laura Mason, tonight when the transcripts update, you can wake up tomorrow morning and you will see that 846 code, that glorious, sweet 846 code. I will be live tonight doing a transcript update party. We'll start at 10 p.m. again, and we'll go through midnight. Yes, most are working full-time jobs and side hustles. Guys, I do, if you count my YouTube stuff I do like 4 things just to survive. So is the 05 cycle code Friday? Yes, it is. Friday is an 05 cycle code. Technically, guys, once again, just to recap this, 01 is really Friday, 02 is Monday, 3 is Tuesday. Excuse me. 01 is Friday, 2 is Monday, 3 is Tuesday, 4 is Wednesday, and 5 is Thursday. That cycle code means the day that it's like being processed within the system, but the updates are always the following day. So we always just say 05 is Friday because that's the day that your transcript would reflect what was done the day before. So whatever day your transcript is updating, it's actually being reflected in what was done in the system the day before. Just like when your Where's My Refund updates, it's reflecting what was done on your transcript the day before. That's how that works. So there's a delay between the final processing of your return and the update on the transcript, and then there's a delay between the transcript update and the Where's My Refund update. What time is best to check the transcripts? I'm going to say anytime after 5 a.m. That's usually like the bulk of updates come after 5 a.m. There's a slow trickle of updates from like 1 to 5, and then 5 a.m., you're going to start seeing massive amounts of updates in the transcript system. Mrs. Laura Mason, I hope you get that update. Josh's Adventures appreciates all the info, and every time they see me on, they immediately get on to listen to the very informative and very upfront and positive information. And they're going to be here tonight. Excellent. Love to see all you guys here tonight for the live stream. I'm in the DSE network backup studio right now. I'll be in the main studio tonight, also known as my living room. Juggernaut's not going to check the transcript until like 6 a.m., but they're going to hang out and help me get views and likes. Excellent. I truly appreciate it. I don't even know how many likes I have, because one thing about this software, it does not show me how many likes I have on my video, so I won't know until I log off. But there is currently 55 people watching, so hopefully I have at least 55 likes. If I don't, make sure you tap that like button, everybody. Going back through these chats. $4:15 Don says, I am praying that they get out of the backlog and they'll never file early again after this headache. Truth. That's all I can say. Goat talk, or greatest of all time talk. If I've had an 05 cycle code over the last 3 years, does that mean I'll have the same this year? Likely. It's almost, I mean, it happens where people's cycle code can change, but it's extremely rare. Pretty much once you're an 05, you're almost always going to be an 05. Brian still wants to know what NA on the transcript means for this year. That means your return has not entered the final stages of processing yet. So you're stuck in the backlog, basically. Also a video I've done on that as well. I won't play this one. I'll just show you guys where it is. It's in my tax resources playlist, or you can just go right back to that. Let's add my screen here to you can go right back to my channel, into my videos, and you'll see a video that says NA on transcripts, if I can find it. Way to go. Did I go by it? It's missing. I lost my video. It's like one of the most popular videos actually this year, even though I made it last year. Where'd it go? Let's go to my playlist and see if I can find it there.
If you received unemployment income or a stimulus check last year, you should file your taxes on freetaxusa.com. There are no upgrades or extra fees required to file your federal tax return. It's all.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, guys.
Compiled some information I've gathered over the past.
Oh, here it is.
Hello, everyone.
Tax Help 2021.
It is February 24th, 2020.
It's called Tax Help 2021 NA on Tax Transcripts. So it's a 4-minute video. I basically describe what is going on with that NA on the transcripts. It's from last year. It's all still the same info this year. Tyrone Ellis wants to know what code 152 means. We answered that earlier in the stream. Code 152, I'm assuming is your where's my refund update code. Just a generic message that they put on where's my refund. It just talks about refund timing, stuff about refund, not your refund specifically. It's more for just generic information on refund from refunds that come from the IRS. It's not anything specific to your return. People read into the 152 code as if it's telling them something about their return specifically. It's not just that. If you're getting a refund, you're going to see that 152 code at some point. It just talks about refund timing, etc. And the information you can derive from when it disappears, because if your return's in the system for a long period of time, that 152 code will go away. And the only information you can derive from that is what you already know, and that is that you've been waiting quite a while. Once again, another video on that. If you were looking, we played it earlier. Text topic 152.
Hey, everybody.
Right here in the playlist. Not going to play it again. We already looked at it. Mayday 710. I was 05, hoping to see movement today. If you're in 05, you're going to see movement tomorrow. If any day, it would be on a Friday. So you would see the movement on your transcript tomorrow, which would mean you would hopefully see movement on Where's My Refund on Saturday. Which answers Megan Rivers' question as well. With the 05 cycle, the transcript update will be tomorrow, Friday, which is why tonight we're having a big transcript update party. 10 p.m. Make sure you tune in, everyone. We're all going to hang out. We'll answer more questions. Okay, Damon wants to know, can a return be reviewed for further without transcript? Not too sure. How you're... Do you mean, can you be reviewed if you don't even have access to your transcript? You could, yes. You can always be reviewed. They can review whether you have access to your transcript or not. Having access to the transcript can tell you whether or not you're under review, because you would know if you saw like a 570 code or a 420 code, then you know that you're under review. If you have access to your transcript and those freeze codes aren't on there, then you're not necessarily under review. Mayday's bringing some Grey Goose to the party. I'll bring my Blue Moon. I mean, my Pepsi Light. Trone, no problem. You are welcome for the information. Trying to help you guys as much as I can. I was only going to stay on until 1 p.m. I'm actually on for 44 minutes as of now, so if I can answer questions, I will. Okay. I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. It was a fun little stream. Just wanted to give you the news update on, talk about the people that were seeing deposits today. So we know those are going through okay. Wanted to give my little feedback on my experience with the Credit Karma debit card, which I am giving 2 thumbs down. So if you got that, I'm sorry. And if you got it because of me in the video where I recommend the refund advance, please forgive me. I try to recommend things when I have a good experience with them. I had a good experience with the refund advance. I did not have a good experience with the Credit Karma debit card. But I will be on again tonight at 10 p.m. for the tax transcript update party. I hope to see everybody there. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you share it with your friends if they're in search of some of the same information. Okay, we're going to have a good time. Until tonight, I'm going to sign off. We'll see you then.